than Gillert. This is Arnie Gillert, the sophomore, barreling up the middle. Good blocking up front. First down and some change out to the 45 of Wayne State. Arnie Gillert, interesting story. Just had 111 yards last year, Skip, but he was the second leading rusher on the team after Joe Goff. And he twisted his ankle in the first game of the season, but he has now come back here to play this afternoon. Pickup of 5 for Arnie Gillert. Has a lot of promise. They like this young man. So 1st and 10 for the Tartars. Here's Gillert on the pitch. Gillert trying to turn the corner, but knocked down at the 50 and spins away and fumbles the football. And we're still waiting for an official indication. Indianapolis says they have it, but we haven't seen anybody in a striped shirt point that way. And now they do. So 2 consecutive turnovers, 1 on a muffed punt, and that time Gillert just trying to get a little extra effort as he was hit by Willie Sharp.
Doesn't this happen all the time? If you go down after a nice run, everything's okay, but you try to get that extra yard, and all of a sudden the ball's on the grass.
And that's a tremendous hit. I believe that's number 9. I said Willie Sharp. It's Willie Savage who applied the hit.
And this is a very dangerous situation here. 2 turnovers and 2 chances with the ball, Pete. Very dangerous for Wayne State.
Kreenhagen, Scheiben, but dragged down for no gain. Grabbing him by the ankles was Rod Simmons, the linebacker. Very important, Skip, to see how Wayne State responds here. I think they came in and they looked at this Indianapolis team losing their last 2 games 56 and 50 to nothing. And they must have had good feelings about what they would be able to do.
Well, all week long, Coach Dom, he was concerned. He said that these 2 teams match up well. Told the players, forget about what you're reading or what you saw on film of their last 2 games. He liked this team.
Kreenhagen looks to the near side and overshoots Gary Isa, the freshman receiver. And once again, they're going to that quick out to the quarterback's left. Take a look at Dominic Lividati. Can't be very pleased with what has happened so far. Wayne State came into this game with a turnover ratio of +1. They are now -1. 3rd and 10, just shy of midfield. 7:48 to play in the first. Kreenhagen, here comes the rush. Plenty of time, throws an out pattern, caught for a first down. Making the grab is Isa. So incomplete to Isa on one side. They run him to the far side, and he picks up the first down.
Well, this happens here. It's 3rd and long right now, folks. Kid does a nice job getting back, sets up well, throws it. The defensive back, Burgess, falls down. You see him getting up right now? That's why he's completed.
Pickup of 10 on the play. Make it 1st and 10 now just inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. Kreenhagen showing an awful lot of poise for a true freshman. That's why they're so high on him. That's why he displaced Burton, the regular starter. Deep handoff to Scheiben, trying to bounce around the outside. But Ken Johnson, the linebacker, did a good job of getting down by the ankles and stopping him and tripping him up after a pickup of about 1, if that, or make it about 2. Actually down to the 36.5. Clock is rolling. 7 minutes, 13 seconds here to play in the first quarter. Wayne State back on their heels and trailing. The linebackers well back, anticipating pass. Off play action, going for the bundle at the goal line. And just beyond the outstretched arms of the wide receiver, Craig Cothran, a 5'11 freshman.
This young man has a powerful arm, Peter.
And he, like I said, is showing poise beyond his years as a freshman. A good play fake right there. And a strong throw.
Does a nice job. If anybody's going to catch the ball, it's the offensive receiver. Didn't throw inside where a defensive man could possibly get a pick.
3rd and 8 from the 37. Straight back goes Kreenhagen. He'll load it up again, and that one is well overthrown. And the freshman Eric Doggett, number 1, was out there to supply coverage.
Well, I'll tell you what, Peter, Doggett here, I don't know if I like this type of situation here. He goes out, and he could have got called for pass interference here. He goes under, the ball's overthrown. He sees the ball is 5 feet over this receiver's head. He should just let things be.
Although that may have been the official's call, that it was an uncatchable pass. Doing the punting for Indianapolis is Gary Isa, the flanker, and it's picked up, and Bush has dropped it again, and it's a fumble recovered by Indianapolis at the 10-yard line. And Dominic Lividati just can't believe what is happening here. The pickup by Ryan Christie, the starting tight end for the Greyhounds. I said the other muff by Bush was a gift wrap present. This is a major gift wrap present, as Indianapolis is in business, 1st and 10 at the Wayne State 11-yard line.
And you know what the problem is, Pete? It's your senior, your star player, who's had some mishaps here.
Another turnover. That's the 3rd for Wayne State. Right now they trail 7-0. We'll be right back.
You'll love how hard you'll work. Earning a college degree for the career you want isn't easy.
But at Wayne State University, we get prime internships and part-time jobs while attending school.
That experience is one reason why nearly 3 out of 4 of us have full-time jobs in our career fields within 6 months after graduation.
Earning a degree at Wayne State University isn't easy. You work hard. You'll be glad you did.
Wayne State University. Call us. 577-1000.
You know, I don't know about this old factory that you're moving into.
It's a loft, Dad. It's very nice.
Take that chair.
Great.
And, take this, too. Have you signed up for our health insurance?
No, I got half through the new job. Actually, it covers more and costs me less.
Can you choose your own doctor?
Yeah, I had a lot to choose from. Mine's great. She even has her own practice.
You know, you're pretty smart.
I had a good teacher, Daddy.
A 3rd turnover, the 2nd on a punt. And when you look at this on replay, Skip, Nate isn't sure that he's lost the ball, or he's sure that he's lost it. He just doesn't know where it is.
Yeah. Well, you know something? He gets it stripped right there. We couldn't see the number, but the ball gets stripped. What I have a problem with in the first place, Pete, is why isn't he letting this ball go into the end zone or faking a fair catch or doing something to that magnitude? It's very rare that you find a guy that's going to try to handle a punt by the 5-yard line.
Exactly. But again, what can happen, I think, when a team is pressing, and that's what's happening with Wayne State, you try and make plays.
Exactly.
So Indianapolis out in front, 7-0, going for more. 1st and 10 from the Wayne State 11-yard line. Greenhagen from a double tight end set gives to Scheibin. There is absolutely no pretension about doing anything else. And Scheibin is brought down for no gain by essentially the entire defensive line of Wayne State. Rod Simmons was hanging on the outside. And so that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 11.
Right now, Pete, real quick looking at this, Eric Doggett, the cornerback, is playing the wide receiver with his back to the quarterback. This is very bad inside the 5. You got to know where the football is. Right now, if I'm a coordinator, I throw a fade up on top, and this defensive back doesn't know where the football is. You see, right now he's on the lower portion of your screen.
He's matched up against Eric Otterbach. Greenhagen, heavy pressure, throws over the middle, and it's picked off. Picked off by Robert Embry, the linebacker, and he's on his feet out to the 29-yard line. And if ever a team needed a key play and a key turnover, that was it right there as he stepped in the passing lane. Now the Tartars want a late hit on the play as he got knocked down out of bounds. But in any event, it's an 18-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Wayne State. They get a turnover going their way. Let's see what they can do with it. They trail 7-0.
That's me, Tommy Lasorda, great at communication. That's why I'm proud to be on the MetroCell security team. They're the leaders in communications with security systems for businesses, homes, and vehicles, cellular phones and pagers, all at affordable prices.
Now at MetroCell Security, get a handheld cellular phone for $0 with Ameritech cellular service.
You're safe at home and on the road with MetroCell Security. Call 1-800-LEADER-1.
One more time to the well for Greenhagen, and this time Robert Embry, the freshman linebacker, right in the middle of the play.
Well, here's a rookie mistake right now. Look at the coverage right now. There's 1, 2, 3 defenders around. This ball is never going to get in here. He should have taken the loss and then try for a field goal, Pete. But rookie kid tries to make something happen when it's not there.
Embry very, very happy. We should critique his ball carrying style a little bit from the loaf of bread school, but it's okay. He didn't fumble.
Bad.
So Wayne State is in business now at their own 27-yard line. 5 minutes, 44 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And for 3 turnovers, the Tartars have to count themselves fortunate, just down 7-0. Michael Glusky, Gillert straight ahead, bangs to the 27, or make it the 33-yard line. The tackle made by number 62, Brian Campbell. He is the all-star for the Greyhound defensive line.
Just a little bit of a trap play right now. You couldn't see it too much on your screen, but the left guard comes around and he traps inside. And this is what we're talking about in the open. These 3 important guys, Frost, Monroe, and Bauer.
Michael Glusky started the victory over St. Joseph's of Indiana, and play whistle down, and I believe we may have too much time. And Michael Glusky spreads his hands as to say, well, I'm not sure what the problem is. We'll get our indication here in a moment. And it is delay as Wayne State violates the play clock, and that'll cost them 5. Not a good time to be making mistakes.
No, it's not.
So the pickup of 5 by Gillert is negated with the penalty, making it 2nd and 10. Glusky with the formation loaded to the wide side of the field, tosses to Gillert. Good blocking around the perimeter, tries to cut back, can't. He is tripped and knocked down at the 31-yard line. 2 flags thrown, and I believe we're going to have a clip or a hold against Tim Carpenter.
That's exactly
the left
right.
tackle.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I hate to call any fouls, penalties on offensive linemen, but Mr. Carpenter had his right hand around the body of this defensive end.
There are officials. Tom Rippenhoff, our lead official, the referee this afternoon. Tim Carpenter, though, he was a defensive lineman last year, Skip, so using his hands. Yeah.
Well, that's what makes it so hard on these offensive linemen. But you know something, you can have your hands out a little bit, Pete. You just can't start grabbing them and surrounding them and getting a WWF involved here.
Well, a lot of these guys did wrestle in high school, so that might be part of it. 2nd and 10, but 2 consecutive penalties.
They're going in the wrong direction.
Exactly. Glusky on 2nd and long. Good protection. They set up the screen. Gillert can't get away, however, from the cornerback, Dion Brimage, number 22. Again, a screen set up, but a very slow developing screen, and the backside pursuit got Arnie Gillert.
Well, you know why it's slow developing? Because they haven't given this young man any pressure. They don't rush to quarterback real well, so it's very hard to throw a screen when the defenders aren't rushing the quarterback. So it does look slow, and it is slow.
Pickup of 1 on the play, make it 3rd and 19. Nate Bush, Steve Zayakowski, and Chris George, the three wide receivers, and again, flags fly.
Well, it's the old defensive trick where you go try to pull the offensive lineman off, and that's exactly what they did. And that's why they're changing that rule, Pete, saying that if the defensive guy is doing this, that's, well, they're going to call him. See, I don't know if I like that. Very hard not to move, but...
Now, Skip, you might be a little biased here.
I am. There's no question about it. But here you're going to see come across your screen a little movement on defense and then the offense. See, just a little nudge. It looks